If you are anywhere in the Midwest or the Northeast right now, you know this winter is no joke. We are seeing record lows, and even down south, the temperature is dropping fast. You might be bundling up in layers, but have you really looked at your cat lately? You see that tight little ball they curl into? That isn't just them being cute. That is a survival instinct kicking in. While you're adjusting the thermostat to 70 degrees, your cat is likely fighting a silent battle against drafts, dry air, and joint pain that you can't even feel. Today, we are breaking down the 7 invisible winter factors that are ruining your cat's sleep right now, and the simple changes you need to make to keep them safe and warm during this freeze. Hey everyone, welcome back. Look, biology doesn't care about your thermostat. Domestic cats are descendants of desert ancestors. They are biologically engineered for heat. So when we get hit with a polar vortex, or even just a standard freezing December night, your cat's system goes into shock. The gap between what you think is comfortable and what they need is massive. In this video, we're going to cover the science behind why this specific winter weather is wrecking their rest, the subtle signs of distress you're probably missing, and the exact steps to winter-proof your home. We'll also cover a dangerous heating mistake that sends thousands of pets to the ER every winter. Let's get into it. To understand why your cat is restless, we have to look at factor number 1, the temperature gap. Right now, your house is probably set to somewhere between 68 and 72 degrees Fahrenheit. That feels great for us. But studies show that a cat's thermoneutral zone, the temperature where they don't have to burn calories just to survive, is between 86 and 100 degrees. That means your living room right now feels like a refrigerator to them. When they sleep, their body temperature drops, making them even more vulnerable. They aren't resting, they are actively working to conserve heat. This leads to factor number 2, the floor freeze. We all know heat rises. If your thermostat says 70, that's at eye level. Down at the floor, where your cat sleeps, it can be 10 to 15 degrees colder, especially if you have hardwood or tile. If you are walking around in thick socks because the floor is cold, imagine sleeping on it. The ground literally sucks the heat out of your cat's body through a process called conduction. And then there's factor number 3, the circadian crash. With the sun setting around 4:30 or 5 p.m. these days, your cat's internal clock gets confused. The lack of natural light can make them sleep too much during the day and then prowl the house at 3 a.m., crying and restless. It's basically feline seasonal depression. So, how do you know if the current weather is affecting your cat? Look for these signs. If your cat is curled so tightly that their nose is tucked under their tail, they are cold. A warm, safe cat sleeps exposed, on their side or belly. A cold cat minimizes surface area. If you see the donut or the meatloaf position constantly, they are struggling to stay warm. Is your cat suddenly affectionate? Or maybe they are sitting directly on top of your laptop or the heating vent. This is the heat trap. It seems cute, but it means they are desperate. If they have to sleep on a vent to get warm, they aren't getting deep REM sleep because the heat source cycles on and off, constantly waking them up. Cold weather is brutal on joints. If you have an older cat, watch them when they first wake up. Do they hesitate before jumping? Do they walk stiffly? That's winter-induced arthritis pain. It throbs at night, keeping them awake and making it impossible to find a comfortable sleeping position. This is the desert effect. Winter air is dry, and your heater makes it drier. If you pet your cat and get a shock, or see dandruff, their skin is itchy and tight. Imagine trying to sleep while wearing a wool sweater that's causing you to itch. That is your cat right now. Okay, let's fix this. Here is your winter survival checklist. This is the most important step. Get their bed off the floor. Even raising it 6 inches on a platform or a sturdy box breaks that cold conduction from the floor. If they refuse to move from a floor spot, put a yoga mat or a piece of foam insulation under their bed. You don't need to crank the heat for the whole house. Just upgrade their bed to a self-warming sleeper. These use Mylar technology, the same stuff in emergency survival blankets, to reflect your cat's body heat back to them. It creates a microclimate of warmth without using electricity. Fight the dry air by running a humidifier in the room where your cat sleeps. Aim for 40% humidity. This stops the static shocks, soothes their itchy skin, and keeps their respiratory passages moist, which helps them breathe easier at night. To fix their body clock, you need to be the sun. Since it gets dark early, do a 15-minute high-intensity play session right before their dinner. Use a wand toy to get them running. This warms up their muscles, burns off that boredom energy, and triggers their natural hunt, eat, sleep cycle. Before you go, please avoid these dangerous winter mistakes. Mistake number 1 and factor number 7 is thermal burns. Never give your cat a heating pad made for humans. They get too hot, and because cats have thin skin and will stay on the heat source even when it burns them, this causes serious injuries. Plus, the cords are a chewing risk. Use a microwavable snuggle disc or a pet-specific heating pad with a safety sensor instead. Don't fall for the myth that your indoor cat needs a layer of blubber for winter. They aren't trekking through the snow. Overfeeding them just leads to obesity, which puts more pressure on those cold, aching joints. Keep their calories stable, but maybe warm up their wet food to release the aroma and warm their belly. If your cat goes into the garage, watch out for antifreeze. It leaks from cars in winter and tastes sweet to cats. Even a tiny lick can be fatal. Keep the garage floor clean and check under your hood before starting the car, as cats often climb inside engines to sleep near the residual heat. This winter is shaping up to be a cold one, but your home can still be a sanctuary. Remember, your cat isn't complaining, so you have to anticipate their needs. Elevate that bed, add some humidity, and watch out for those stiff joints. Small changes make a massive difference in their health and happiness. I want to know, what is the coldest temperature you've seen in your area this week? And does your cat have a weird spot they only sleep in during winter? Let me know in the comments. If this video helped you keep your fur baby warm, hit that like button so other owners can find this info. Stay warm, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.